The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayor's and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Mayor's and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel, and each week we bring you the goings-on in the towns and villages that we cover. This week is a weird week, so I will be reading a couple of things because it's very busy for everyone. We've got a lot of things that are happening this weekend, and the mayors and supervisors are off doing them. So a couple of them left me things to read, and I will do that right now. And that is from Lima. We have the following report from the town of Lima. It is, as mentioned last week, Lima had a special meeting on Tuesday the 28th to approve a resolution, the resolution number 34 of 2026, which was the approval of a grant application submission on Lima's behalf, by the Genesee Finger Lakes Regional Planning Council to update the Joint Town and Village Comprehensive Plan. This requires a commitment of a local match not to exceed $25,000. This update will give an opportunity for the community, as it is today, to provide feedback and a guide for the next 10 to 15 years. This is also something that factors heavily on grant applications, and Lima's current plan is often deemed out of date, which means it doesn't score as well as others. For context purposes, John Cates has been talking to other municipalities that have recently done updates with private firms, and those firms generally will not touch these for less than $125,000. Lima also passed resolution number 35 of 2026, the approval for the town of Lima to become part of the AARP Age-Friendly Community Network. Town of Lima recognizes that residents of all ages contribute to the vitality, economic strength, and social fabric of our community. We are committed to fostering an environment where people can age actively, safely, and with dignity while remaining engaged in community life. As demographic trends indicate a growing older population, Lima understands the importance of proactively planning for the needs of current and future residents. That's the wording of the resolution. Both resolutions are up on the Town of Lima website in the meeting minutes if you would like to read them in their entirety. John would like to also recognize those members of the Crossroads Council for all the hard work they put in again this year to make the Crossroads Festival a roaring success. If you enjoyed the event, find a member and say thank you, or better yet, ask how you can help next year and continue to make this one of the standout events in the area. Village trustee Brian Smith and John are working together to plan an event regarding the 25th anniversary of 9/11, 9/11, and they would love to hear any thoughts the community may have. So please reach out to either of them if you have some ideas. Let's make it another great week for Lima. That was John Cates, supervisor of the town of Lima. Ginny Floss from Honeoye Falls, trustee, stepping in for Rick Milne, adds this. First of all, a huge thank you to all first responders of the village and village staff who respond to issues surrounding not only emergencies, but the heavy rains we've been having. We appreciate you all. And a reminder for all citizens of Honeoye Falls that the fire department and ambulance needs volunteers. Please consider serving our community. There are some upcoming dates for residents to keep in mind. The zoning board meets Monday, August 3rd at 7 p.m. at the high school auditorium. As per the legal notice, the zoning board of appeals will be concluding the public hearing, and the applicant will be proceeding with his site plan application to construct a 9,840 square foot professional and medical office at 20 North Main Street. The applications and supporting documents can be viewed at the village office between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. through noon Fridays. A few upcoming events to add to family calendars. Scoops for Schools is August 9th at Dipper Dan's from 2 to 6. Proceeds go to Friends of Bourne, a nonprofit charitable organization whose goal is to help provide education to children and adults in our Honeoye Falls sister city in Bourne, Haiti. On August 14th from 6 to 10 p.m., Honeoye Falls holds an American 250 celebration at the Fireman's Field on Monroe Street. This fun family event will include live music, a bonfire, and fireworks. And on August 15th is the Festival on the Falls from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Main Street in the village. Enjoy local vendors, food, entertainment, and fun for all. And that's the report from Honeoye Falls. And that ends this week's Mayors and Supervisors update. We may be getting some notes that will be published in the transcript version of this call in next week's newspaper. Otherwise, we'll see you all, but let me first remind you that this program airs every Sunday at 1 p.m. on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Like the page, subscribe to the channel, and those platforms will notify you when the program begins. Otherwise, again, you could read the transcript in next week's paper. That's all for this week. Thank you all. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.